Look at how clean that chain is. All right, so my chain is cleaned, which is good, which you should always do before. Well, chain maintenance is always very important. Now it is time to put these little suckers on. As much as I like them and as useful as they are a pain in the butt to get on quickly. It's actually not that bad. It's only like 5 minutes, but still, that's 5 minutes I could be out riding by now. So let's do this fun part. Ugh. All right, so I've got the bags mounted, but I'm going to kind of show you what I have going here, so you guys can get an idea of what this looks like before I do like a whole in-depth thing. It's two Pelican 1600s. I sourced them all on Facebook Marketplace for about, I don't know, it's probably like it was like $100, but essentially I had a mounting rack for my other hard cases on here, and I essentially laid the bags on the mount, and I drilled the hole. I drilled some pilot holes. They're held in by a couple of U-bolts. I don't know if you can see them down there. Now it's just a case of actually getting getting my stuff down here, getting loaded up and getting going. So let's do that right now. I'm going to do a more in-depth walkthrough of what I've got once we get up to the campsite. Once I find the campsite. I have a general idea of where I'm camping tonight, but it's basically like it's like dispersed camping at a state forest, which I haven't done before. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued for sure. I'm intending on making a fire, but in case I can't, I have a backup. Always bring a backup. College right here. Come around to the other side, finish it up, and I'll check in with you guys when I'm ready to go. Alright, I got everything. Brought a spoon. Can you tell that I'm an experienced camper? I brought a spoon.
It is quite a day out, man. It's really just like there's not a cloud in the sky. The temperature is just perfect. Really happy I'm doing this. I'm little secret about me, not so secret, is that I'm terrified of camping. Terrified. Terrified of being in the woods at night. Especially being in the woods by myself. You know, in the never-ending pursuit of facing my fears, we're gonna go up to, like I think I said it before. I think it's called Shindagin Hollow State Forest. It's the state forest just south of Ithaca. It's funny, you know, I went to school in upstate New York, and as much time as I spent up in that area, I never made it. I think I only made it up to Ithaca during those 4 years. So we're about to do Storm King Highway. You know, it would have been way easier just to keep going down on Route 6, but we're going to do Storm King Highway to Cornwall, and then from Cornwall we're probably going to pick up Route 6 elsewhere, keep going on through the Hawk's Nest. I rode the Hawk's Nest in my first video. You guys can go check that out. I'll link it down below. And then from the Hawk's Nest, my route is kind of up in the air at this point. My route is kind of up in the air. I know at some point I'm going to stop for lunch. Scratch that. My goal is to find my campsite by 6 o'clock tonight. So that way I have a couple hours. I have about an hour and a half, 2 hours to build a fire, set up my hammock, and just turn in for the night. So we'll stop here along the way, and I'll check in. I'll check in with you guys shortly.
So I wasn't gonna stop, but I did. I'm kind of glad I did, because the top of this little mountain up here it's just really a solid spot to stop and take a rest. And I'm probably gonna stop, take some pictures, shoot some portraits like I did the other day across the river at Bear Mountain, and then we'll get moving again. So cue the POV shot. I got a sandwich and a bagel for tomorrow morning. So we're gonna run up to Hawk's Nest eat some lunch, and then figure out where the heck I'm going. Because I don't know exactly how to get to the state forest beyond a vague, rough notion. It's right about 1 o'clock, and I'm sitting on the side of a very hot, very unshaded road with a river filled with people swimming like 200 feet below me. I love days like this. I love days like this. I've explored a lot of roads I haven't ridden around here before. I'm excited to see what the rest of the day brings. So I'm gonna munch down this sandwich, and I'm gonna drink this Red Bull, which is apparently appreciated worldwide by top athletes, busy professionals, college students, and travelers on long journeys. So I concur. And so I've got the 70 to 200 on, and hold on, maybe, no? There's a curve that I'm using that I'm basically trying to use this, I guess, retaining wall to basically lead your eyes to the subject. So good, I've got there's a police officer right behind me, so inadvertently acting as a slowdown for some guys coming around corners. When you shoot riders like this, in addition to trying to capture some motion blur, which isn't really my goal right now, is really just to try and lead your eyes to the subject. That's it. So I'm gonna shoot a little more here and then get moving again.
So I don't know if you guys can tell, my sunny, not a cloud in the sky day is turning eerily cloudy, and I'm like it's fine back there, but over there it's like dark and gloomy, and I'm kind of scared. I brought a rain fly I brought a range fly, but I'm still kind of worried. I've got about 90 miles to go. The GPS is saying I'm going to get there around 5 o'clock, but then I got to actually find a place to set up camp. So I very well should have woken up another hour early. But this is what adventure is about, people. This is what adventure is about. Beautiful ride, though. Beautiful ride. Woohoo! Yeah!
All right, we're here. I found a spot. It was kind of hard to find a spot. I don't know how to primitive camp. Like, I don't know what the etiquette is, but what I'm gonna do is I'm basically gonna go find a spot in the woods, set up my tent, and get a fire going so I can make some food. We're gonna get moving, get ready for bed. So I'll check in a few. Where am I? I may just be a city boy from like Westchester County, but I literally feel like Tom Hanks in The Castaway right now. I have my fire made, about to make some food. I'm gonna read a bit of my book. Then I'm gonna go to bed. It's been a solid day. Solid day of riding, solid day of just exploring, and I've got my tent set up. I don't think you guys can see that. Hold on. There's my little, there is my campsite. I made a little fire ring. And, yeah, so the bike is parked about 100 yards away, which is good. It's not too far from me. I don't like leaving it. I'm gonna eat dinner. I'm gonna read a book. I'm gonna drink a Truly's. Then I'm gonna go to bed. So, I will see you guys in the morning. Peace.
About 10:30, and I checked the weather forecast. I swear I checked the weather forecast about 6 times, and all of them said like 0 to like 5% chance of rain. I guess I forgot that this is upstate New York. It is raining. I was asleep for about 2 hours, and then I heard sprinkles. So I got up, I adjusted the rain fly. I was like, just in case. And then it started coming down. So I'm back up. I'm wide awake. I'm having trouble sleeping. That's it. I've never been able to get good sleep while camping. So adventures, people. Adventures. I got my book. And we're just going to ride this out. Hopefully get an early start tomorrow.
I am so unbelievably happy that I brought that rainfly. It is wet. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down camp here just quickly and then go sort everything out by the bike. And we'll go from there. We'll go from there. So, it was an interesting night. I was definitely not expecting rain, and I'm very happy I waited for that rainfly to come in the mail. It rained literally nonstop from 10 p.m. until 5:30 in the morning. But now look, hold on. Clear, beautiful blue skies. So, it is 7:21. My goal is to be packed up and out of here by 8. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to go... I have no idea how to pronounce it. I'm going to butcher it. I think it's like Taughannock State Park. It's about 20 minutes past Ithaca. It's another like waterfall. So I'm going to make coffee and I'm going to pack my stuff up and then we're going to get moving. So I will see you in a bit. Oh, that is a beautiful thing. As someone who hasn't made the jump to drinking black coffee yet, these little suckers that you get at gas stations are a lifesaver because they don't need to be refrigerated. As far as no refrigeration needed. It says on there. I can grab like 6 of them and just throw them in my saddlebag, and then I have creamer for my coffee in the morning, which is great. Yeah. I'm very excited because I bought a bagel yesterday, and it was in a paper bag that I put in my bag that I hung in a tree because wilderness safety. And when it started raining, I thought, oh, I'm not going to get to enjoy my bagel. Well, bagel is not mushy and inedible. So I'm going to get to have my bagel this morning, and I'm very excited. This bagel isn't very good. I got overexcited. Growing up in New York State, like basically just outside New York City, I don't know what I expected from a bagel from upstate New York, but it's pretty nasty. Coffee's good though. So I was heading back to Ithaca, and I had to stop and pull over because this is one of those scenes that, and I was talking about it in my Bear Mountain video from a couple weeks ago. There's some times where you just kind of have to stop and take the shot, and this is one of them. Like, check this out. With the fog running over the landscape, I'm going to take this before I lose the light, and then I'm going to get moving. This is what travel and adventure is all about. Just look at this. Look at all of this. Just unbelievable. Unbelievable. about noon, quarter of. Pretty fried, and my gear is wet. I think I'm gonna start heading back downstate. Take the long way. Should take about 5 hours. And I don't know. Maybe we'll get lucky along the way, see some cool stuff, stop, take some more pictures. Otherwise, I'll check in with you guys soon. So I'm gonna get moving.